Sexton. Blues are a chance now. Sexton's kick into the pocket. Kernahan!
Oh, he's marked it.
From behind in a passage of 4 players. He's pulled down a screamer. Oh, the captain.
How many times has he done this in a tight game?
He is an absolute champion, Stephen Kernahan. Don't let anyone tell you any different. His statistics, 455 career goals and missed about, what, sounded. So this kick, he only has to score
To win.
And Mark Thompson calling all the Essendon players back onto the full back line.
Well, what a scene here at the MCG. The ball with the Carlton captain, and he has to score to win the game for the Blues. And he misses. It's out of bounds. It's a draw. Oh, no.
That is reminiscent of Malcolm Blight at Arden Street against Hawthorn in the mid-70s.
Yes, Donald, you're quite right. But
Welcome to episode 5 of The Magnet. Who thought we'd do 5 shows? Harry Chef.
That's like a thing, but yeah, not me. Definitely not me. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. The show tonight is brought to you by Major Tom, all your video, live streaming, podcasts, editing, marketing via all social media platforms for business and influencers. If you want to be an influencer, give Major Tom a call. Or if you want some help with your business in COVID-19 times, give Codge a call. A few Cheerios tonight. Firstly, happy birthday to the Codge.
Yes. Happy birthday, Codge.
How old, mate? 30?
30.
21.
And
You've done it hard.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're not singing the song because that's the shittiest song ever.
Yeah.
And I even detest singing it to my kids. It's horrendous.
So happy birthday, Codge, and congratulations last week on devouraging the 12 slices of pizza. I think Thwaita and I got about 1 piece each, and the Codge, he ate the rest of them. It was a great effort. Also a cheerio to my niece, Gemma. Happy birthday, Gemma. She's 19 this week.
Happy birthday with the lovely parents, Darren and the lovely Christine.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Gemma.
Yeah, and I've read the team sheet tonight, and Thwaita is out. Out, dropped, hamstring. What's?
Oh, I don't know. He's just done it like a Buddy Franklin.
Buddy Franklin, he's gone.
Because he was looking good last week, and I was a bit nervous actually. I was really. No, it wasn't. I was half pissed like usual. That was
Johnny,
fine.
let's be serious, mate. He was boring as batshit. Crazy.
Oh, you said it, not me.
Yeah, we've got the man in the background. We've got a past player tonight. We've got Dinga Davies. He's on there. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna have a chat to him a little bit later.
Get the current players up first and get the old.
Few funny stories we're gonna have from the Dingo, Wolfcat. Well, where the hell did that come from? I don't know.
Obviously, he didn't read
The script,
program
yeah,
where
I
he
know,
just
yeah,
talked for a while, and then we
yeah.
introduced him. So,
Don't,
you know what I mean?
talk for about 45 minutes.
Just an overview of tonight's show as we're catching up with the boys in the background. We're doing a snow bro show. We've got the fire here. Thanks to Noodles for creating our fire.
Thanks to 2D Illustrations, Fred Down and his lovely daughter Alyssa spent some time on that, and donated. That's great. Thanks very much for that.
We had a little bit of a chat how we'd love him to do a little mural for us, for a demon
I've already
mural.
got something planned for it.
Yeah, maybe we could auction it off.
Already planned. Someone's
Already
read my
planned.
man. I've already had a word to him, and I'll get something special.
Get something
done for him.
special.
He's an amazing, absolutely amazing artist.
I've got some good ideas, and I'll share them with you. So we're catching up with the Rob and Gus, the Mac boys. We're doing our snow bro show tonight. Try and say that fast. We're sharing a demon tale with the big fella over here. He's already piped up already. He's had about 3 or 4 Coronas already.
Just 2, Jill.
we're gonna call Bisho again. We're gonna have Bisho's bet. We had 2 agonising seconds on the weekend. One of them, his best bet of the day, the horse in Sydney. It was just going to win halfway up the straight, and of course, all the weight of Chelsea Heights was on its back, and
and
it
Simon
just
Fanning,
stopped.
I think, he was happy with the results, which was a bit rough, I thought.
So yeah, we'll catch up with Bisho. We'll give him a call and see what he's up to, see what he likes this week. Our best 22 to go with the Bro Show is our best 22 brothers at the Heights.
And I didn't realise there was how many. There were,
Yeah, and
a
look,
lot.
we could probably had a pretty big interchange as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
a lot of brothers in the show.
yeah, we'll be taking some questions from the audience. Maybe tonight, send us through. We've got a little horse racing theme. Send us through some funny names of horses. Our guest, we're going to have a chat to him. He's got a horse named after him. We'll have a.
I remember a Bears and that had a horse years ago. It was No Home Bandit.
No Home Bandit.
Yeah, which
right.
should have been named No Hope Bandit because it was shit out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I think the great Al Smith. I think he had a couple of horses that I think they broke the record at the picnics. I don't know if you want to be going around telling people that, but
he's shy, Al.
Yeah. So anyone got any funny horse names? I'll have a chat to Bisho about it as well. He might have a few. One came to mind was the great Richard Cranium, Dickhead. Oh, how the hell did that get through?
That's great.
Yeah, Richard Cranium, Dickhead. Yeah, I don't know how that got through. Anyway, and we're apparently got a very nervous Dave for Joke of the Week. What's going on there?
I think he got COVID-18. Yeah, he wasn't good enough to get COVID-19.
Yeah,
he's a bit of an underachiever, but apparently he's back. He's a bit nervous. But he's been practicing. It's an Irish joke. So if you're Irish and you get offended, well, who gives? We don't care. You know what I mean? So it's okay.
Speaking of, that's a fantastic segue. We're thinking about next week doing an Irish show, aren't we?
We are. It's the great man Gerard Chadwick, who's no longer with us. He's been passed for a couple of years now. It's his birthday, and I think is it the day before the show?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
so what we're going to do, we
is.
have an Irish Gerard Chadwick tribute show next week. So we're going to ask a lot of people to ring in and tell us your favourite Irish story. And obviously there's a lot of those.
Bearsy's just responded to you straight away and said, my horse won at Moonee Valley at 100 to 1.
So it had no chance.
But there was no fingers up or anything, but I think that was what he was
saying. Sorry,
so.
Bears, I apologise for that. No way, Bandit.
And my brother's already straight off with the horse name, wearing the fox hat, as in wearing the, is that. Yeah, how the hell did that get through as well? And yeah, if we've got time, you can do a rant if you got time.
Oh yeah, I'll see what we go. See how we go with time.
Yeah. Also, Dave, we've said this before. Anyone wants to send a joke, you just record it. Doesn't have to be live.
Nah. So James Matthew, he rang me the other day. He got no idea how to watch it or anything, so there's no chance he'll sing them. But if you actually can, Jimmy, give us. They're shocking, and I've heard them all before, but they're amusing. So send it in.
Yeah. So we've got the boys. We'll go to them first. Hey, boys. There's a mic on.
The Max, how are you, boys?
Can you hear us? We all good? All good?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for joining us tonight. I'll see you. We've got you in the green room tonight. We've got a few beers. We've got some wine here from Mornington Peninsula, Rhino Tiger Bear. Down at Mornington Peninsula, get amongst it. The Pinot Gris.
Pinot
Gris.
Gris.
Right. It is. The Mornington Peninsula is famous for the Pinot Gris.
And they've sponsored the show for a couple of bottles every week.
Yeah.
It's not red, but anyway, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
Toddy,
I'll put it in my cooking, you know what I mean?
Toddy, you were talking about yourself earlier. With I say you put a little bit of weight on.
Yes.
The elephant in the room.
That's me.
That's you.
I had to go, I just cut in. I had to go and buy a shirt the other day. I went to Kmart or whatever it's before it closed down. And the only one I could find, there's a section called Mr. Big, right? And it's not the band, it's the fucks, right? And it's horrendous. It's embarrassing. Yeah. And now I ticked the thing off my bucket list. Now I'm a 3XL.
3XL.
And a very tight 3XL. You know what I mean? So I'm killing Kate. Absolutely killing it.
All right, boys, back to the boys. Thanks for joining us tonight. So firstly, you can pass the mic around. We know you live together, so you can cuddle and hug and kiss and whatever you want to do.
Just like every other night, yeah.
True.
So tell us a bit about yourselves, how you got to the Heights, a little bit about your family, and both can give you a business to plug or your business or studying or what are you up to?
Obviously Gus, studying physiotherapy, got to the Heights, living this one here, Luke Guarini and Aaron Rhodes as well. We all live together and a bit of pressure from them, not going to lie. They wouldn't get off my back for a good couple months to get down and kind of had to, It's a good situation and ended up here.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Finished studying last year, working in a bank now, and yeah, the boys, same group of boys, and Declan Lee as well, Dave's son, hassled me for a few years to get down. I said no every time, and yeah, they finally got me in 2017, and yeah, loving it ever since. And yeah, finally got Gus to make the conversion from basketball, soft sport, but now he's here, so happy days.
Someone had to redeem the McPherson name at this club, so I thought it must be me. He's not going to do it.
Oh, that's great. It's actually good to have you both here, and especially you, Gus. It's really great. So your history or background's basketball. So how's the changes you found in playing AFL? Well, you haven't actually played a game yet, but training stuff. So what's the difference? How have you found the difference?
The biggest difference, 100%, is the team atmosphere, all that kind of stuff. The way everyone gets around each other, every training, we had that practice game against Carrum. Just the way everyone, bands around each other. Doesn't matter if you stuff up or do anything wrong. Everyone's always got your back, always pushing you to do better. And it's by far the level of camaraderie and stuff like that, just way higher in footy than it was ever that I saw in basketball.
Cool. I've just got a question here from Emma. Do you know Emma? She's asking, ask the boys which is the mum's favourite.
Mum, go to bed.
Which of their mums? Okay, just getting interesting.
Yeah, which the mums is a fair question because Gus.
Yeah, I know.
Gus is 6'7" and
I was going to say, have a look at the two of them.
Who knows what the person look like? But
Dave Lee's boys.
Gus is definitely the favourite. But yeah, can do no wrong in mum's eyes, but that's fair enough. Second in a 2-horse race, what can you do?
Question for you, Rob. Tell us about your advice you've given Gus, knowing that he's come down the club, or have you just let him go with the flow, or have you given him some advice about footy, and some of the players you're looking forward to seeing yourself this year?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference, Gus is pretty coordinated coming from basketball. He's not bad on the hand-eye, but he's fucking shocked. He's shocking at marking a footy. Couldn't catch Corona in China, I reckon. He's no good. So that's probably the biggest bit of advice is, keep your eyes on it. People I'm looking forward to see. Keen to see the young boys that have come across from Chelsea, Joel and Vince and those boys. Would also love to see Matho come back again this year. If he sorts the green card out for his misso, he might be able to get back to Vietnam. So hopefully we get to see him this year.
Thanks for that.
Nice green card. Bit. Both of you, all the coaches will be listening tonight. So, boys, what's your best position? And be honest. Let's Bully be listening. So, what do you reckon?
We know Rob's is running water for the boys.
Here we go.
Well, you got to own it.
I thought Gus was just going to say ruck nicely. I fancy myself as quite the water runner, but no, anywhere in the back line for me. Played heaps of it last year, loved it. Got to play with pretty much all the boys our age, all the young boys. So, yeah, that was most enjoyable for me. And, yeah, jokes aside, I think anywhere other than rugby pretty weird for Gus, man. So, yeah.
Well, he's over 6 foot, which is something we haven't in Chelsea for about 35 years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. Okay, guys, we've got a little bro quiz for you to go with the theme of tonight's show. So we'll go through the following questions, and you guys do your best. Yep. No punching each other or anything like that. So go for it.
Nibble cripples are all out. Which of you two would likely to invent a COVID-19 vaccination? So basically, who's the smartest?
Yeah, who's the smartest?
That'll probably go to Gus. We have a joke at home because Gus is a freak. When it comes to anything like academic, Gus is a freak. He's just useless at everything else in life. So, but he'd get that job done. He's definitely the smarter of the two of us. Agreed?
Potentially, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, Gus will get it done.
Yeah, I'm hoping you guys don't shower together, but if you do, you're saving water. But who's the best? Who would be the most likely to win at karaoke?
Most like, that'll be 100% me. For those playing along at home that aren't aware, Gus is wearing a fake tooth right now, and he whistles when it's not in. So if I lost him in karaoke, there'd be something wrong. What are the odds you pop it?
We want to see that later on.
It's glued in right now, so there's no chance of that happening.
Right, so I've been asked. Apparently, this is a really touchy question. All right, and I'll just ask it. It's a question. I didn't make it up.
Yeah.
Don't throw anything at me. Which is the brothers like to bench press the most weight?
The bench press.
Yeah, I heard that's a bit of a touchy subject in the household.
Sorry. This is the thing. at our best, him, Rob, 100%. At the current time, I guarantee you me. I personally promise me. There's no chance he's keeping up with me right now.
So yeah, basically, I'll just quickly finish on that. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a serial leg day skipper, and all I do is chest day. So if I lost, I'd be pretty upset if I lost to Gus in the bench press contest. But maybe we'll have to try it at some stage when we're laid back at the gyms or something and report back. But yeah.
So when your boys walked in the green room, there was beer sitting there for the first sort of 15 minutes. You're a little bit shy, no, we don't want a beer. And then Gus is even, I don't drink, and you're smashing down the beers now. We're in about the second or third beer, smashing it away.
Home.
So if we did have a tequila challenge, which of the two would win?
I don't know. Gus fancies himself as quite the drinker, and he has, to his credit, during isolation, he's been given it a fair nudge. Not much else to do as a uni student these days, so he's been pushing the boundaries a bit on the weekend. And I'm not really that great at tequila, so I don't know. Gus will probably have it, I reckon. Fair.
I think it's the size advantage, actually. I think he's pretty small right now as well, so he's lost a bit of muscle mass over isolation. There's nothing to eat, there's nothing to soak it all up. So I think it's got to go to me.
Isn't that what uni students do anyway?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right.
If he wasn't good at it,
You're not art students, are you?
No. Hey, we're all friends here. Come on, hey.
Sorry,
There's a line.
I got kicked out of your team. I've been working
Todd,
since
there's
I
a
was
line,
15. Slave labour, sorry. Ooh,
Don't
touchy question.
I'm just insulted you think we look like art students.
don't art students work for Metro?
What do you mean art students and work in the same sentence?
Oh, gee. I retract that statement. Fucking hell. Then my question next. I won't ask that one. Now, this is a question after mine, Art. Which brother is able to cook a roast and a decent one?
Yeah,
Who's got the culinary skills?
Yeah, I'll give that one to Gus again.
Oh, jeez, you'll give it.
Yeah,
What have you got?
Actually, look at back. He's sort of, you can see why his mum's favourite, eh? Probably give that one to Gus. Yeah, again, spends most time in the kitchen for sure, and pretty much learn everything I knew in the kitchen from Gus. So yeah, you can have that one, I guess.
Nice.
Claim it.
Oh yeah, I'll claim that.
Oh fuck! At least he's motivated.
Finally, boys, it is the bro show, and I've got two brothers actually. So there's always a funny story that that's happened during our lives. So you boys want to tip the lids over each other? Come on, let it out.
I was actually thinking about this. Thinking about if there was anything I could sort of throw him under the bus with, and there wasn't actually sort of immediately popped to mind. He had a bit of a weird obsession when he was younger with My Little Pony. I'm talking pink duvet covers, pink sunglasses, the works. But there wasn't really a story behind it. That was just Gus being Gus.
Yeah.
But probably more recently, the most embarrassing story I can think of, that fake tooth I referred to earlier, which isn't cheap, by the way, upward of $700. One night, Gus sent it a little bit too hard, got a bit drunk, went to the toilet to relieve himself a little bit, had a good old munt, and then got up, went to the mirror to wash his hands and realised it was a tooth short. And he'd vomited up his tooth into the toilet and flushed it down. Another $750 later. So
the hand didn't go down the toilet, no?
No, it did. It went to no avail. he went toilet. It's like that scene. Have you seen, what is it? Is it Train Stopping? When you back into the toilet? Yeah. Real that. But yeah, couldn't find no luck finding the tooth.
I'm still trying to get my head around My Little Pony. Okay?
I wish.
I'll
Toddy,
buy you another tooth if you lose one, but I'm not buying your bed sheets, My Little Pony.
There was an iconic photo that I wish I'd found, but yeah, couldn't find it. So yeah, Gus, good luck thinking of an embarrassing story about me because I'm not perfect, but go for it.
I was the same with Rob actually. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Suffered actually anguish over this question. The issue is. He's just that boring as a human being that there is not a single story. The thing is, everyone around the club, he would lead them to believe that he's this. Yeah, he's quick, he's smart. He's funny. Credit to him.
Where's this going?
Credit to him. He brings out some good one-liners every now and then. But the thing is, he's so boring as a person. Like everyone always assumes, oh, there must have been a time, you know, he said something, you know, that's got him in trouble, said something embarrassing, you know. But the thing is, what people don't understand is the only reason he's that quick is he spends all that time, all of his spare time, practicing lines in front of the mirror. You know, one time I walked into the bathroom. I thought he was, you know, brushing his teeth, doing his hair. No, he's practicing all of his one-liners to bring out at footy on a Thursday night.
In fairness, practice makes perfect.
It's all about the homework.
Right, fair enough.
Oh, what a little... Jeez. I'll tell you guys are a bit weird. That's great.
This is Gus after
There's
two.
more to
Imagine
this.
after 10.
There's more to this.
Oh, boys, thanks very much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you guys out on the ground and, throwing your weight around and bit of, you can even shirt front each other or wipe each other out on the ground. There's nothing better than a bit of friendly fire when you don't see the other brother coming. So thanks very much for joining us, guys.
No, thanks very much for having us. Yeah,
That's
we
okay.
had good fun. Thank you.
No worries,
worries.
boys. And feel free to hang around if you want to leave, go.
Yep.
If you want to just hang around and listen to the rest of us. What did we talk?
Beautiful.
Rubbish?
We'll probably jump around behind the other side of the camera and maybe have another beer or so.
No worries.
But enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks,
you.
sir.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
Thanks to the Mac boys on our Bro Snow.
That was funny.
Bro Snow. Yeah.
Bro Snow Show.
Both. Say that
Show?
fast, bro.
I
Snow
tried.
Show.
I tried.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's time for Bisho's bet.
I think it is.
Yeah, let's give him a call.
Agonisingly close.
I was going to say, if he...
He got a bit of flack last on one Simon Fanning.
Simon
Who
Fanning.
shit-canned him.
Simple.
And dropped off him straight away. And I thought that was uncalled for. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Because I don't know any decent punters around here.
That's right. Look, it was, like I said, it was home. I was watching it. It was halfway down the straight. It was like, nearly turned around and walked off.
Lucky it did me 50 cents each way on it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bisho!
Hey,
What's happening? Hey.
not much, mate.
Not much. Oh, a tragedy. Absolutely tragedy last week.
Oh, mate. We're a bit stiffer than John Holmes last week, but we'll get him back this week.
Oh, how are we going? Halfway down the straight, I want, you always turn around and go to, we couldn't go to the bar because it's not open, but you turn around and you're in the pub and you're like, oh, that's home, and you're just counting your money.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it was home.
Coming to the corner, I wanted to triple me bet.
Yeah.
And then with about 200 to go, I was a bit concerned because Huey, he got outridden, that kid, Collett. So anyway, that thing's in again. If anyone wants to follow it, don't know what race 6, number 6 in Sydney, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's
Backing up a week later.
It's definitely going to get the heavy truck. I believe they've had a bit of rain out there, but
okay.
yeah, but it was home and hose. And tell us about your horse and what was the message from Chris Lees after the race?
Yeah, well, he was a bit stiff. He's just a bit flat-footed around the corner. He's still sort of learning. I thought he was going to get up in the last 50, but it was his first go at the trip. He hit the line hard. Chris, very positive. He's only a 3-year-old racing against the older horses there, so next prep he'll be real good. But he's running, I think, next Sunday week at Hawkesbury, but I'll let you know. But no, he's pulled up a treat, mate, and he'll have one more run, and he'll hit the paddock and get ready for the harder tracks. He's had a bit of bad luck on the heavy track, so he's a good horse. We're happy with the second, but it's better to win.
I didn't realise that there was a 3-year-old that was taking on older horses and had a top weight as well.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, he's shown us a bit, so he goes all right. Yeah. So he's Bob's bonus too, so he was hitting around those Bob's bonus races. But no, all good, mate. He ran second, and look forward to his next run.
And that pays another bill, as we say in the racing industry. The Harris chefs just look at me. He's nodding his head. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
No idea, because it ain't bad. But I just want to say, in your defence, mate, there was someone very critical on your tips last week. And that's someone, I'm not sure. Well, that was Simon. I married into richness, Fanning. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And it like as if he needs another $300. And he shit-canned your tips and reckons he's off. And I thought that was very harsh. And you got some great support by Nugget and a few of us. And I'm on your side because I've got no idea about horse racing, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that. And I reckon, as punishment, he should probably sponsor next week's show.
I think so.
Yeah, sure. He's a bit tight, isn't he?
Oh, mate.
I tell you, how shit it is.
Underwater. The
They
submarine.
named a song after. Yeah, they named a song after him, didn't they? Simple Simon Says. That's enough said about him. Jesus.
Now, Bisho, a bit of a theme tonight. We've been throwing around some horse names that somehow got through. We've already had Wearing the Fox Hat. We had Richard Cronin.
Yeah.
I do remember another horse called Selton. If you spell that backwards, that is nutless. How did they get that through?
Well, when we actually the first graham we had the extra slow one, the summer run before the real slow one,
Yeah.
I actually put a name in,
Yeah.
and it was ARGUS, Argus,
Yeah.
TUFFED, Argus Stuffed. And they wouldn't pass it, so we end up with summer run, Argus Stuffed. So that was one I tried to sneak in, but there's some absolute pearlers going around.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I saw another one the other day. It was called Niwon after the cyclist Gary Niwon, and the sire was shooting to win. Well, that was very clever. We've also got a special guest on tonight, Bisho. Make sure you listen. He's sitting a past play. He's sitting across the table. There's a horse named after him. Boys can start looking online now. It's in race 4 in Adelaide, number 1. And the sire is Safeguard, and see if you can come up with the name of the horse. It's an absolute pearler.
I haven't got it in front of me.
No, that's okay. You have a look. All the other listeners can have a look. And
Safeguard. Geez, you got me going there.
and let's go through your best bets and your best each way for the weekend.
Okay, mate. We're going to Melbourne. Good old Melbourne town.
Yep.
Now, I said last week that other thing, but this will be winning, mate. Damien Oliver. Melbourne, race 7, number 6, Sikorsky.
Yep.
It's only about 240, and it'll be winning, mate. It'll just win. I'm loading up on that. We're all loading up on that one. And the best each way is also in Melbourne.
Yep.
It's race 9, number 4, Inverloch.
Race 9, number 4.
It's about 9.50 in quick, and it'll go. It's drawn very wide, but it'll go to the front and hopefully can hold on.
Take some running down, yeah. And it's as you know, in Melbourne, it's winter going, so it does suit those horses that can get to the front. And Swarovski, just my memory is that was it a one-time Derby favourite?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So that was.
He's a really good horse, and he won like a Starlight. I think he might be just too good for these. Not a great price, but the more you put on, the more you win.
Yeah, that's right. Race 7. Swarovski, at Flemington. So those that lost their holiday houses last week, put your normal house on this week.
Yeah, just your normal house.
Yeah.
You just go to the normal house.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I lost me one better than the outdoor shitter last week, so we'll see how we go.
So, Bisho, the boys have message in. The past player is Dinga. Get it? Safeguard was the sire, and they called their horse Dinga. I love it. How good's that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll catch up with you next week.
All right, bet responsible, and good luck.
Thanks, Bisho.
Thanks, mate.
See you, boys.
See you, mate. All right, thanks to Bisho. Just to recap, Melbourne race 7, Sikorsky. Sikorsky, sorry. Is that Russian for Matho's girlfriend?
I think that's a middle name, a maiden name.
Maiden name, yep, Sikorsky. And race 9 after the Inverloch, after the place.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, I hope so.
Full confidence.
Well, it's come to this time of the night where we've got the demon tail. Now, let's sort this out. Can we sort this out? Is it tail as in T-A?
No, it's tail as in T-A-L-E as in story.
Story.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was. Demon tail.
It's not the demon tail as the tail. It's the tail as in demon tail as the story.
As the story. That's what I thought.
I should know that because I made it up.
So where's the error been between tail and tail?
Well, not in my pub. We're at T-A-I-L.
Ah, okay.
Let's not get back on the equal spelling championship again, you know what I mean? Well, did I say you know what I mean then?
Yeah, he did. Oh, skull.
The first time.
First time tonight. All right, we've got the great man here. We've got our past player tonight. We don't even have to spin the wheel. He's actually come in to the club. He's had about 5 or 6 Coronas, so he should be wound up by now. Thanks for joining us.
I've had 2, Jill.
I don't know your middle name, but not many people will know it's Brendan Davies.
Who's that? Is it you?
Exactly. That's me.
Oh, shit, I never knew that.
Yeah, so tell us about your nickname. We messaged each other during the week. We sent a few messages to each
Don't
other.
tell lies or make
How did you come up with Dinga? I thought it was cricket.
Jill's been asking this for, 30 years, and there's been 1,000 different stories. And I can honestly say that I've been asked this question, 1,350,000 times. So officially, this is how I got it. And the great man, Smart, Paul Smith, gave it to me back in Chelsea Heights Primary.
It's good with the nickname, Smart.
He would have been in grade 6, I believe, and I think I was in grade 4. So we were playing a game of cricket at lunchtime at the school, and it was the grade 6s against the 5s and 4s. And the grade 6s, all they want to do is bowl bouncers and kill us. Thanks, Smitty. And they just got us all out for ducks. Golden ducks. If someone got 1 run, we were happy. Anyway, it was my turn to bat, and somehow I just I connected one and I hit a 6, and the ball went over the fence, and everyone was cheering and all that. And next ball I went out, of course. And then next time I come around to bat again, Big Smitty said, "Righto, boys, get to the back of the fence. Here comes Big Dinga," and she stuck, and that was 1982 or something like that. Didn't know what a dinger was, didn't know what a condom was, and still don't know.
We couldn't pronounce it, that's for sure.
And,
condom.
That's officially how I got the nickname. So Paul Smith, Smart, he named me with that, and away we go. And I've had it for, well, you work it out.
I've never known you more than,
It's pretty close to 40 years. It's 39 years or something I've had that nickname. So it's stuck.
We were young and innocent back then, so.
And I don't even believe that story to tell you.
You don't believe it?
I reckon there's more to it.
I sent him that message, and that is exactly what I thought as well. It's from cricket.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's the same here.
So that's the story, Jill, if you're listening.
Yeah.
That's it. I never got caught one on my backside or anything like that.
Codge told me it was from the Kentucky tour. That's not true.
Well, that's another story for another time.
It's from cricket. We'll stick with that.
That is official.
That is official.
There you go.
So, mate, tell us a bit about yourself, your family, how you got down to the club. A few of you've got some great football achievements. You played in multiple grand finals down here.
Yeah, I was quite lucky. I wasn't a good footballer, I can tell you that right now. But I come down playing cricket here since under 12s, and for some reason, Mum and Dad took me down to Chelsea YCW. I've got no idea. I still don't know to this day. I've never walked in a church in my life, so it must have been relatives or something. I got down there and played all my junior down there, and the last year of under 15s, so me, Cozzy, so Wayne Costello, I can't call him the other one, he's Cozzy to me, and the Brow. We were at Chelsea YCW, they folded, or they didn't have enough numbers, so we got transported over to Bomb Beach for a year. So that was 86, and so we played a year there, and we're at cricket training one night, so pre-season had started for the footy, and the footballs were just sitting here because the old nets were just behind us, and we had a kick of the footies after the game, and I remember perfect. I'd done a beautiful 50-metre torpedo, maybe 49 metres, and it went straight through the goals. And Leo Malvo,
the great Leo,
stood there, and because he run the cricket for all the boys, and said, "Do you play cricket? Do you play footy as well?" I go, "Yeah, down at Bomb Beach." He goes, "Well, why aren't you playing at Chelsea Heights?" And I go, "I don't know. I really don't know." So, and Cozzy was the same, and Brown, and he said, "Will you just come down here?" So we come down in '87, the three of us, and that's how we come to the club. Basically, it was that simple.
Yep.
And it was a great year because we won the premiership in '87. So yeah, that's how I come down to the club.
Dad, tell us about your family, what you do for work, etc.
Yeah, well, married to the beautiful Jill for how long now? Maybe 20 years or something. I think we just got to the 20 years, just had the Port Douglas trip. Cost me a fortune.
What's 20 years, wood?
20 years...
after 20 years, there's no wood, trust me. Hey?
Well, there's no wood.
It's like
So-
it's sort of soft lead or something. It bends. Anyway.
Yeah, and
on.
we've had two great boys, Lachlan, the oldest one, 19, and Justin, the younger one. They're fantastic kids. I'm so proud of both of them. Yeah, life's good. Working at an air conditioning company called D&E.
Yep.
And got Lachlan, well, he got himself apprenticeship there, and yeah, so
Yep.
we're flying. It's all good. And Justin's still at school. He's at Halebury at the minute. So yeah, all good.
Yep. Go for it.
Now, I remember your dad bringing you down to the club. I think he had, did he have an old Kingswood or something?
He did. He had a,
He did?
I think it was a 1971 Kingswood.
Nice. And he was a big fella, like yourself, and he stood out a little bit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's sure hard. How did he influence your life, basically?
And just further with this, he died when you were young? Is that how?
No, he
No.
passed about 5 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him in the background. He didn't say a lot,
No.
but he had a presence. But he
No.
didn't say a lot. He just sat on the outer. Yeah.
Yeah, he just sat on the outer. He took us to the footy and that, and he was in the background. He didn't sort of get involved in training or anything
Yep.
like that. But he took us to training, and like any dad, I think it's an obligation. You have a son, you've got to teach him how to play footy, and you've
Yep.
got to teach him cricket and bowling and batting and just all those sort of stuff, playing darts and pool and all the rest of it. So he taught me all that sort of stuff as a young kid, I would have wanted to pass on to my boys as well. So yeah, he was there for me early days. So yeah.
I know you won't mind me asking this question. So it's a little bit, and I sent you this question because I wanted to
Which one
make
was
sure
this
it's all right. No, I wanted to ask you about, and for kids these days, about body image. You struggled a little bit with your weight when you're younger, and I remember,
Yep.
I remember you training with the gar bag under your jumper. You were serious about getting yourself changing your body weight, and it worked. You were pretty much a full forward, and you shredded all this weight. You worked really hard on it. And you became more versatile. So tell us a bit about that journey. And when we were younger, we all, nowadays we all have we had jives at each other, and you struggled a little bit with the weight. So tell us a little bit about that.
I was quite heavy
Yeah.
during primary school, and you get picked on and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. And I basically said, I've had enough.
Yeah.
So I started training and got fit and put the gar bag on, and probably shouldn't do that now.
Yeah, that's right.
But just wanted to lose a lot of weight, and I was sort of pigeonholed to full forward, and
Nothing wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that. But geez, back in the heights, 92 and all that sort of stuff, the ball wasn't coming down a lot. We took a lot of height.
No.
So,
There's a lot of time for reflection, that's for sure.
and I'll be looking up the midfield, and
Yep.
boys are just getting heaps of kicks and getting. You might stand a full forward for 3/4 and the ball might come up.
Yeah,
Might come up in the middle of winter. It's freezing cold and there's not enough oil to put on your body. So I just made a conscience to myself and said, listen, I reckon if I can get fit, and I'm tall enough, I'm 6'2", like now it's a midget, but I can go in the ruck.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So I lost a heap of weight, got fit, and proved to the coaches and that I want to play in the ruck. And once I went in the ruck, I basically stayed there until a taller person come along. So that was the reason for losing the weight. And then, you meet girls and wife. I've only had one now, but you want to be fit and you want to be healthy and as fit as you can be.
Yep.
And that's probably a reason I lost.
Yeah.
A little bit of
And
weight.
I do remember too, you're a great body on body ruckman as well. Fantastic body on body.
Yeah.
Like the Simple was the great tap ruckman, but you were the great body throw in ruckman.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I learned a lot of Simon. 'Cause
Yep.
He was down at Melbourne and he was helping me.
Yep.
And he was a little bit taller, but if I didn't, if I used my body because of my extra weight,
Yep.
I could use it quite well. And I used to love training against Simon Fanny because I'd actually try harder. I'd probably try harder against him.
Yeah.
Than match day because I wanted to beat him, and that actually made me a better footballer.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
That's a great story. That's not. I didn't know about
Didn't know that? I remember the
How
garbag.
do you just
Yeah.
think I'm a raving lunatic and a pisshead? And,
Well, yes.
Probably can't talk into a microphone, but I wouldn't say I'm
Yes.
intelligent, but...
Yes. Yeah, we're
And,
ticking all the boxes. Yeah.
just before you ask the next question, Bear's put on a note here about some videos that you've been sharing. Bear's put on there, said, can you ask Dinga about some videos
This
he's
is
shown?
coming from the porn king of Chelsea Heights.
He's not in Chelsea. He's a king of Wangaratta now, isn't he?
Bear bum.
Nah, Bear Wangaratta Bear.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, the stuff that he sends me, it can't ever go out ever again. Mine's quite tame to the stuff that he sends.
I guess it's not a kid show.
That's right.
Righto. Now, I'm going to ask you that question I asked before. We had a few amendments to the the questions.
This is the one I don't know about.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got no idea. So it says here, tell us how your son / thing written in pen and Lachlan Crick.
What?
How are the boys? How are your boys going?
Okay, so
Eh? I'm not going to
Who
say
wrote
that.
that
I'm
down?
like an idiot.
No, we wanted to know about both your boys.
And I'm not sure where they go to school.
Justin and Lachlan, yeah.
They're both giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Before he says we've been away with them a couple of times on trips away and stuff like that, and they're
I think
really
that
lovely
when
kids.
they were 10 and 12, they were taller than you, weren't they?
Oh, it's not hard.
Yeah.
But are they wider than I am? No, they're not.
They're not.
Thank you.
I don't think they ever will be. But sorry, yeah. So we'll start. Lachlan, obviously the older boy.
Yep.
He's 19. He's got the apprenticeship at D&E doing the plumbing. He's a brilliant cricketer. He played in Morty Alec's premiership 2 years ago now. As a 17-year-old
In the seniors?
in the ones.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
so
that's right.
in
Effort.
Fantastic.
the DDCA, which is a very high standard of cricket, and so he played in that, and the preliminary final, in the cricket, the one to get into the grand final. I was on the golf trip. I actually missed it, but he come in. They were in trouble. Morty Alec. They needed another say 50 runs to win, and he come in. And the captain was batting with him, and he said, "Mate, if you go out, we go into the bowlers and we're stuffed." So, and Lockie said, "I'm not going out." And he made 33 not out, and he stayed there with the captain. They went through and won that game. And I was so proud of him as a 17-year-old to stay out there, and I didn't see it. And he's always said to me, every time I've made some runs, you haven't been there. So it's a bit of an omen.
Well, don't go.
Yeah, don't go. So the next week I was there. They went on and won the premiership, so that was fantastic. And the other time, he got his first 100 in rep cricket, and I wasn't there either. So,
Not another footy golf trip?
He actually tells me now, can you maybe not come? So I go down there and hide in the corner. So, no, he's brilliant. He's going really well. And the other boy, Justin, he's at Hailbury. He got a scholarship down there, and he's going really well. He's really passionate about football. That's what he wants to do. He wants to make AFL, and it's a big call. It's a huge thing to even think about getting there. You know, what is there? 88 kids get drafted every year.
Yeah.
So that's what he wants to do. I think he's good enough.
Yeah.
But if he does or not, who knows? But he's he's made all the Vic teams going through the under 12s.
He's killed him. He's killed him in the last couple of years or so.
Under 15s, he made it twice as a bottom major, which is unbelievable. And then he made it his correct year, and then he made the under 16 country team last year. So yeah, the sky's the limit with him. That's what he wants to do. So he knows now his talent can only get you so far.
Yeah,
And now he's
exactly.
gotta start
Hard work.
working.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
to
right.
start working.
Yep.
And I think he has actually realised now, and he's training the house down. And he got a phone call from the Stingrays prior to COVID-19. Round one, he was going to get selected as playing in the first NAB Cup game as a bottom major. So that's just huge. But yeah, it all went arse up, didn't it?
Actually, that was me doing a crank call on him. So
Yeah,
sorry about that, mate. You know what I mean?
You sounded very professional as talking
Yeah,
as a
sorry. about that.
Pakenham Gazette? Were you from the Pakenham Gazette?
Yeah.
What was Bear Bum's
that
girlfriend
was
at the time?
Oh,
yeah,
was
the
her name?
yeah.
Oh,
No.
poor mate, we just got crucified after that.
We've had a question here from next week's sponsor, BJS Insurance from Simon Fanning. And he wants to know.
Nice work, Simple. That's great.
He wants to know.
Great effort, mate.
Ask Dinga why he went off the ground in the 1988 grand final.
Well, I went off the ground. Yeah, well, everyone knows now, but there was an incident out in the ground. I don't even know what quarter it was. Might have been the second quarter. I went down to pick the ball up, and another bloke come through with an elbow and hit me straight in the jaw and broke my jaw. But we didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
Got to half time, and I went into the change room and laid on the bed. I was in all sorts, and I remember Simon's brother, the coach, Mark, come in and said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Oh, mate, I don't know. I'm in Gaga land." He goes, "Well, you're going to be right. You're going to be right." And I said, "Yeah." And I ended up playing the rest of the game. Didn't get a kick. Had no idea. Didn't know if we won, lost, or whatever. Yeah. And we all come back to we lost the grand final. Everyone was upset. And I remember I had a 3-hour shower in the old change rooms with the instantaneous. You could just keep going. And then I come out and it was about 4 days later before I decided to do anything about it. And I went to the dentist and I said, "Something's wrong with my teeth, you know." Yeah. And they go, "Well, can you squeeze your jaw?" And I go, "No." And we got X-rays and
it was broken.
She was broken. Ooh. So that was disappointing, but you move on, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I remember your brother had a broken arm, played and stuff with that, and they were we were pretty tough in those days. Yeah. You just had to do it, you know. You never run off, and you just had to do it. You had to be there for your mates. You had to do whatever, and if you're like us and you didn't have any brains anyway, you didn't really feel much for a while. So
I remember my first game in the reserves. So that would have been '88. They put me at full forward up the far end there, and the ball went up. I took a mark right in the goal square, and the full back just come through and just went bang, and just didn't break my nose, but I don't think I've ever been knocked out, but I was pretty close, and there was blood everywhere. And I just remember the great man Irish on top of me going, "Get up, kick the goal, and don't worry, I'll sort the guy out that's whacked you." Yeah. I didn't even know I was being whacked. So I got up, kicked the goal because I was only 1 metre out. And then the trainers are carrying me off. I remember that part. And then next minute, I look over and the full-back that belted me, Irish had belted him, and I didn't know. And they were carrying him off. Yeah. And I said, "What's happened to them?" He goes, "Irish said he'd sort him out." So after that was my first game in the reserves. And, mate, I was best mates with Irish for the...
Yeah. So sort of close to that story. Remember, I don't know if you remember this too. Just was Nugget. Do you remember Nugget getting belted one day on a wet, sloppy day out here with a heavy ball? Yeah. So he picked up the ball, just went bang and kicked it straight into him, and then belted him.
The bloke's footy. He's got the free kick. So Nuggets, he's on the opposite, and Nuggets just like full meter straight to this bloke's Jats cracker, and it was just perfect. It was just right here. It was the best thing we've ever seen.
The umpire said play on, didn't he?
Oh no, it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
So Dinga, it's time for the. We've got a bit of a demon tail quiz. Tail with a T-A-L-E.
That's it.
Quiz.
Spelled correctly.
Better get it right.
You 7 equal spelling champion, but anyway, I want to mention that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, know what I mean.
Right. So what am I doing?
Oh, we've got a quiz for you.
Answering questions.
I'm answering questions.
Yeah, we try to keep it simple.
Okay, chef.
Oh shit! That's how simple we are. I don't even know what I'm doing. Best player you ever seen at the Heights?
Well,
besides yourself?
Oh, no, nowhere near it. But everyone says Steve Fanning, yep, and it pisses him off when I tell him he's not. I believe you might have him on in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
but
we're trying.
Look, he was brilliant, Steve, and we all watched him as juniors. And just a quick little story about him. My first senior game, he was injured. And I think it was 89, Puppet knows all the dates, but I got selected into the seniors for my first game. And to be honest, I was just a fill-in. I was probably to sit on the bench for 3 quarters and 17 minutes. And anyway, I got my turn to go out. I went to full forward, and I remember I ran out for a lead. It was the best kick ever, lace up, perfect. and I dropped it. Anyway, the runner come out and said, "Big fella, back on the bench." So I went back on the bench, and this is why I love him, old Candles. I'm sitting there, and I was petrified. I'm sitting next to him, he's the club legend and all that. And he, you know what he said to me? He goes, "Ding, you're just not ready." And
Nothing better than honesty.
well, and you know what? That for a young bloke, I was maybe 17, might have been 16, and I was just sitting there, and I'm just thinking he's going to rip shreds off me.
Yeah.
And he didn't put his arm around me. He just goes, "Ding, you're just not ready."
Yeah.
And it was brilliant. It was just brilliant. So, but I tell him he's the second best, and well, who's the first then? Who's the first? Who's better than me? And my number one, and without a doubt, and I'll dispute it, and anyone wants to argue with me, and it's Paul Foote.
Yeah.
He's the best footballer I've played with, seen, the hardest man. He just got us up, and I love playing with him because if you ran out with him, you knew you were going to win because he just willed the boys on to win. And I think it was was it 87 or 88 in the under-17s? He got suspended for maybe whacking one or two people, and I think did he get 8 weeks?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but he always had about 3 or 4 blokes hanging off him.
I think we're on top of the ladder when he got suspended, and then we didn't win a game. Yeah, and somehow we finished 4th on the ladder, and he come back. Yeah, through suspension, and when he come back, we didn't lose a game.
That's right. We went all the way through.
Yeah.
We finished 4th, and we beat Doveton, who had an amazing season.
Yep.
And we met him in the grand final, and we beat him. Yeah.
And he's just a great footballer, and he's the best that this club's produced.
And he was a very under and he'd get on the ground too, Paul. You know what I mean? He'd do everything. Yeah. He's like Ash Roberts was when he played. Yeah. You know? And he didn't stand up and just take the easy stuff. Yeah. No. He'd be the first one on the ground. Yeah. He'd be the first one to be the first one to back it. I only seen him a couple of times here play because I was away and hard and good.
He could do anything. He could take pack marks. Yeah. You name it, he could do it. Kick both feet. Yeah, super hard.
Yeah. And a leader, but not too much vocally, sort of, because he doesn't say too much.
Yeah, very quiet.
What he did.
His eyes said it all. So you could look at his eyes and you knew what he was thinking.
I would love to get him on to the show, but he wouldn't come on. No. He's like the plugger. He's a bit shy of his achievements, and he underrates everything he does. But mate, he was just great.
I loved him, and I loved when he come back in. I think it was '96. Come back from Frankston.
I'd gone. I just left after when we won '95. I'd moved to Sydney in the cup, so I didn't see him play here.
He come back for a year. I don't know if Papa did the deal or whatever, and he just come back, and we loved it. Yeah, And just another quick one. I was out there and I got crunched one of his games that he come back, and I went down, and I was in all sorts on the ground, and he just come up and stood over me. He said, "Do not show these."
Yeah, I know. The same.
Get up.
Yeah.
And I got up. I got up for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I finished the game and went and got X-rays again, and I broke my ribs.
Yeah.
And because I just got up because of him, because he told me to get
up.
Same. That's the sort of guy.
Yep.
So
he's a great man, Paul.
Without a doubt,
really great man.
He's the best that's come through here for me.
Yeah, and he always told me that too, exactly the same. Yeah, get up. Yeah, don't show me that you're hurt. I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
This is a footy trip. I remember this from the footy trip, but apparently you've taken this on because all the boys are talking about this one. So this was the Coral footy trip. Now I remember being, would have been 89 or 90, I can't remember. But anyway, we were on the Coral footy trip, and
this is
Jimmy Matthew had put all the footy trip money on the bar. So it basically meant, look, the whole day you didn't have to buy a beer. So you've started the coins game with a few of the boys, and you've got one of the local boys in anyway. As you do, and you're playing the coins. And the local boy kept losing, and he had to buy you beers even though there was money on the bar. So tell us about that.
Money. Now, unfortunately, the bloke couldn't count past 10 or something, and we play our Super Coins game, which I'm not going to go into, but everyone knows what
a
we
great
do.
game.
And,
Yeah.
This guy, there's always someone in the corner, and they go, "What are they doing over there?" Well, and they want to come and play.
Yeah.
So we invite them in, come in, and they always think it's rigged, and it's not rigged. You just got to be half decent at counting, right? Anyway, so they find out the rules and they want to play.
Yeah.
So in you come, sucker, and bang. And if you've got 3 or 4 people that know how to play,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to work out the new guy what he's got. And they keep losing.
Yeah.
And the deal is, if you lose, you go and shout. And this bloke just... And as you said, we would have had $1,000 in the
Yeah,
bar,
exactly.
just in a tin.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to be, you just grabbed it.
Yeah, that's right.
And I said, don't touch a tin, mate. You go and buy him. And he dirty, right? And he lost about 4 shouts in a row. And he goes, I'm not playing anymore. And I said, well, fuck off, man. Anyway, so...
Oh, it's a very
And,
funny story.
Big Smut, if you ever want to play coins game, mate, I tell you what, mate, you haven't beat me yet and you will never will. By the way, while we're talking about the Smut, the team of the greatest pissheads or something.
Yeah.
Was that a stitch up? I didn't get in that.
I didn't get a Guernsey.
Well, now, when Smith was writing these names down, he must have been blind drunk.
He must have been.
I reckon he rang me a couple of times, and he gave me 14 names.
Did he tell you... when
He
it was
said, I've
your
got no
in?
room for you.
Hey, boys,
No, right.
boys, just remember the 3 of us only played one, so, you know, the reserves guys would have been pretty drunk by the time we finished playing, so...
Fuck, I didn't play, so I was drunk by half time in the
I think, Toddy,
resis.
I think we need to do the best pisshead team.
Best pisshead
I
team.
could
We'll
Unfortunately,
revamp it.
Smart will be in it.
I think he might be captain. He might be
the first
captain.
person you pencil in.
Yeah, he might be
Wank
captain.
here,
He
though.
could be captain with Slugger. It's very close.
Mate, you're always one of the last to leave on Saturday night. Do you ever do the beam? Because that was more... I've seen
Yeah.
Nick Madge do it. I've seen Stu do it, and he broke the fan, but that's another story.
Well, there was
Allegedly.
one night I was actually going to do it,
Yeah.
and the bloke that went before me was
Was that?
Slugger.
Oh.
And he
So when he
got-
nearly broke his back, he broke the table.
Exactly. He got to the middle, and everyone's cheering him and going. And mate, I'm getting the
Got the sweats?
I'm getting the plaster on my fingers, and I'm doing everything. I'm going. If Slugger can do it, I'm
Like
going to get up there
Johnny
and do
Lucan.
it.
Yeah.
And then Slugger, I remember he got right to the peak, and he took one more to go down. It's all downhill now, and he let go.
Oh,
And he landed on his back on the table.
On the table. Remember the side? It was nearly on the side of the table.
Oh.
And everyone's
God, he broke his
laughing.
spine.
Oh, I'm going, ring triple O. He's not going to move again. And from that day, Slugger's gone, my back's fucked.
yeah.
I go, yeah, I know when you fucked it. Don't worry about concreting and doing all that. It's when you fell off the beam, you idiot. So that's the day. So
I do remember
I
that.
was next.
I was there,
I
yeah.
was next, and I said, nah, Toddy, just pour us another pot, mate. Let these idiots
Some
go.
of- some of-
no, I never did it.
Some are... We're not all geniuses, but
No.
some are not as
Yeah.
stupid as the
But
others.
if,
you know what I mean?
if Slug didn't fall, a fair chance I would have had a cracking. And it would have been my back. Nah, didn't do it.
Mate, you talked about how we got some floggings, but when we were in the under-17s, we were actually not a bad team. We played some of the new areas that are not so new, which is Devon Meadows, etc. I remember you kicked some bags. What was your best at full forward?
Oh, in the 17s?
Yeah, or overall, you must have kicked some bags.
A lot more in the 17s.
Yeah.
I think I was a better full forward when I was under 17s. I think I might have got a 9 in the
9?
under 17s.
Yeah.
And plenty of 6 and 7s and that. We had Simon and Footy and Molly on the wing.
Yeah.
So full forward was
Getting
an
fed.
easy gig.
Yeah.
But then in the seniors, I didn't kick any monster goals or anything, but I would have got a lot of 5s, a couple
Yep.
of 6s,
Yep.
and that. Probably more noted for me points to be.
Which is not a great thing to be remembered of, is it,
Yeah.
really?
I've got... In regards to points, I've got a really bad story. Back in the day, we used to have these raffle tickets that Jeff McDonough and Di used to run it, and it was a points margin, and you had to buy a ticket.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Anyway,
The 100 points.
the 100 points, and Chicken Wing had a figure, and I think it was 63 or 64 or something. We're playing out at Box Hill or something one day. Anyway, Chicken Wings give me a little whisper. There's 5 minutes to go. I've got 64, and it's 63 at the moment.
Right.
Anyway, so come down the wing and I've marked it and I'm lining up for a goal and I'm thinking, oh, what do I do here, you know?
Is he going to slip you half the...
Yeah, anyway, so I thought I've got to kick a point here because, you know, chicken wing's going to kill me. And look, there might be a couple of free beers. Well, we didn't need the percentage at the time. So anyway, so I rightly rigged the game and I kicked the point and we got the 64 up and we got the beers and we got the cash.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
brilliant. That's brilliant.
Does Jeff McDonough know that?
No.
He want the 100 back, wouldn't he?
I think only Chicken Man and myself know that story. But anyway, if you listen to Chicken Man, just keep it quiet, all right?
Yeah. No, that's a pisser. No, I do remember the raffle tickets.
Let's not go there. You know, they used to print them. They used to sell them at the Terrafunds, and someone actually printed them and brought them in the club and gave them all out.
Hello.
Allegedly.
Anyway, that's a good segue for the next question.
That's exactly right. So you and the Chicken Man been pretty close over the years.
Yeah,
How did that all? And I think you still are pretty close, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
So how did you?
He's my
One
best
meet.
mate.
Yeah. How did you meet? And did you still see him? And
Well, how did we meet? Yeah, so I was in 8th Ave, Chelsea Heights, and he started in 5th Ave, so I didn't really know him that well there, but they moved into 6th Ave, and Al and Marg built the new house in 6th Ave, and we're literally, 50 metres away from each other, and just formed a friendship there, kicking the footy, playing cricket, and teaching the next door neighbours' kids how to swear because they were younger and listening, and we've been great mates ever since. So, and Marg and Al, they basically took me in. So second mum and dad to me. They were brilliant. Well, they still are. So I remember my mum and dad moved to Upper Pakenham in 88, and I didn't really want to go because I wanted to be around all the boys and that. And I'll never forget Al Schmidt and Marg just said, "Why don't you just stay here?" And I couldn't fathom it, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just stay here.
Yeah.
So I talked to my mum and dad, and so I did half. So on the weekends and Thursday night training, Marg, Al, I love you. So they're brilliant. They're fantastic. So they didn't ask for, they didn't want board.
Yeah.
You know, Al come to my first interview for my apprenticeship. He set it up. I think he told the bloke, "You're a dickhead," and so I still got the apprenticeship. So I owe him everything. I love him. So yeah,
he's they're good people,
Oh,
aren't they?
fantastic.
And Al is just a one.
Yeah.
Like I was out of work
Do
sometimes, and Al,
anything you want.
mate, he took me
Yeah.
to Canberra. He gave me a job in the factory, and my knee was done.
Yeah.
He still coming to
Yeah.
work and stuff like that. He's a
Well,
great,
the
they're
old
great people.
Chelsea Heights crew, us. If you haven't worked for Al Schmidt,
We haven't worked.
you haven't lived in Chelsea Heights.
Yeah.
That
that's true.
and the foot gang. You haven't worked
And
for the foot.
Yeah, the
Well,
foot gang.
I haven't
Yeah.
worked for the foot gang.
Yeah.
Well, you're
but,
lucky. Very lucky.
Or one of the two, the foot gang or
Al
Schmidt.
Smith,
If you
yeah.
haven't
Or
worked for one,
Closey. I worked for
or
Closey, yeah. It was-
You know,
But that's what they were like. They looked after you. If you
Yeah.
had a job, or you needed a job.
Yeah.
Gary gave me a job straight away.
Yeah.
I was out of work with my knee and stuff with that. Al gave me a job.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" And he'd take me to Canberra and he'd pay me and he'd
Yeah.
pay for everything and look after me and give me beers and stuff like that. Great bloke. I love him.
Just fantastic. I love him to death.
And just a question is, did you ever have any pre-game sort of hooters or superstitions when you were playing?
Oh, not so much. I used to love Jilly's lasagna on a Friday night. She'd make me up a
That's not a euphemism for anything, is it?
No. She'd make me up a big
Lasagna.
lasagna on the Friday night, and
Got a bit of a lasagna night
if
last night, boys.
she didn't make it,
Sorry, Jill.
I normally didn't play well. So anyway, that was probably the only thing there.
A lasagna.
Now, Jill, that's got to be come on. Lasagna tomorrow night, baby. They're nothing like that. Come on, next question. Move on.
Righto. So as a past player,
What are
you're
we drinking next?
privy to some great stories.
Might have to come pick me up, Jill.
It's time to tip a little bit of dirt on anyone you choose. Now,
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
the legalities, the fact that if we say too much, we could probably get shot by someone.
right.
But you've got to have some dirt on someone and a great story on someone.
Well,
Would it be chicken?
nah, you don't keep your best mate up, do you? He wouldn't do
Isn't
that
that
to
what
me.
bets?
I'll go an easier target.
An easy target?
One night down the footy club at the old rooms, Goober, David Cross,
Good.
right?
Good.
He set all this up, practical joker. He decided to put a $5 note in the urinal,
Oh, yeah.
right? Anyway, so I've gone in, I'm having a slash and I'm trying to hit the Queen's head, and I'm hitting it, doing quite well. Anyway, I've come out, and then Goober's standing there because he's watching everyone going, I've got no idea at this stage. Anyway, he comes up to me after I've gone into the bathroom. He's come up and he goes, you're a dirty grub. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, you picked that $5 note up out of the urinal. I go, no, I didn't. I fucking pissed on it. He goes, nah, pull your pockets out.
Yeah.
You're a dirty grub. And I go, oh, mate, I'm telling you now, I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
So I got all my pockets, everything, my wallets, everything. And he's going through everything. There's no $5 note. I go, of course there isn't, mate. I didn't pick it up. And he goes, well, who picked it up? I go, well, I just want to say one thing there. When I was finishing my piss, the brow might have walked in. And he goes, the brow? He goes, yeah, I seen him walk in. So anyway, he goes up to the brow, same thing.
Yep.
Open your pockets up, mate. Get your wallet out, and there's the $5. He marked it with a texter. And that was, so Brow, if you're listening, I don't know if you are, you dirty grub.
And he had a quick story about Brian Gately's car that you decided you'd take it for a bit of a spin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, oh, yeah. So I think...
Don't worry, he's not
listening. He'd be asleep.
Brian's not listening. I tried to give him the link, but that's hopeless. So, yeah, it was cricket training under 14. So what year was that? I don't know, 85?
Yeah, 85, yeah, around there.
And as we said, the nets were just here, and Brian had his car. I'll never forget, it was an XB or an XC Ford.
Yeah.
And I said to Brian, I said, if you leave your car there, it's going to get hit with the nets. And he goes, oh, all right. Now, this is my story. I said, I'll move it for you. And he goes, all right, just move it. So I got in it, because I was this size at 14, as you all know. And I took it right through here, down the old Witches Forest, and I'm doing burnouts.
And the B track.
And it was not a real smart idea to do at the time, and it was all mud going up everywhere, and I brought it back. And to this day, Brian, I thought he was going to give me a clip. Never said a word to me. Never said a word.
Yeah.
And I threw him the keys, and everyone was in tears, laughing and all that sort of stuff. And he didn't mention it. He let it go for about 15 years. He didn't mention it, and then he ripped me a new one, and it was 15 years later. And I go, what are you giving me the shits for now? And he goes, because you were too stupid back then, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love Brian, and I know he's not listening because he can't even work this shit out. But,
And he's deaf, so...
and he's deaf.
Yeah, Brian.
All the best, Brian. Love you, mate.
Oh, thanks for joining us tonight. As you know, we could drink beers and talk all night because we've got 1,000 stories.
Yep.
It's just what we had when we were growing up. We had some great stories and
remember lots of them, and it's great to catch up with them.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
You know what? It's been good. I've known you for a long time. We've had plenty of drinks together, but I learned a couple of things about you today, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's great. And I think that's what this whole show's about, is learning a bit more about people we talk to and connecting and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's been really good, mate. It's been great to have you on.
Oh, that's the whole idea. So if we catch up with Dinga next time, we have our past players, or we see the McPhersons at the bar, we know we can give them a bit of stick.
So we've all got something in common.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Absolute pleasure, boys. I've enjoyed it.
Thanks for that. Or you want to read out the best 22 for this week?
Yeah, mate.
It's Brothers in Arms.
This is, what's the Snow Bro Show?
The Snow Bro Show.
Snow Bro Show. Can't say it 3 times. I said it once. So this week, it's all about the brothers, so it's no question.
We want to wait for the copper chopper.
You're going to wait?
We're going to wait. Also, last week we had a special prop, I believe. If you watch it, there was a dog that kindly did a nice little shit in front of the camera to tell us how good the show was.
Thanks to the dog and thanks to the owner. We didn't pick it up, mind you.
That's right.
Pick your own dog shit up. It's simple. All right, this is it. I think we've had a late start, so we've had a few drinks.
Yeah, we have.
Righto. Brothers in Arms, best 22. For the back line, Mark Slob Fanning, Shane Gumption Blake, Michael Mickey Roberts. Halfbacks, Steve Kilakili, Darren Moon, Darren the Dazzler Reynolds. Centres, Justin Juddy Foot, Paul Foot and Grant Reynolds. That's you.
Yeah.
Half forwards, Phil Filthy, Green Card Matheson, Steve Candle Fannings, and Fanning. It's the plural, not the plural. Anthony Nutblake. The forward line is Sean Matheson, Paul Moon, and Robert Rockjaw Mackay. The ruck is simple. Who's better than me? Fanning.
For next week's sponsor?
Next week's sponsor, and that's great. Thanks, Simple. That's
You're going to sponsor the Irish show, are you, Fan? Come on.
Good on you, mate. Come on,
Come on,
Simple.
Fan. We need it.
Write it off in tax. It's easy. You know how to do
Yeah.
it. It's your business. Ruck Rover, Ash Roberts. Rover, Shane Rossborough. Interchange, Russell Bluey McKay. Bernie Keeley, Brendan Brains Rossborough. Don't know where you are, Brains.
Yeah, he could play. He could play, the boy.
He could play.
Yep.
He's a bit strange, but he was playing.
Yeah, he could play.
And Mark Rambo Blake.
And Mark Rambo Blake, he was online before. G'day, Mark. How you going?
Yeah, so that's
good
the,
to hear
that's
from
the
you.
brothers. And I reckon we could have filled two teams.
Oh,
brothers
easy.
who played
Yeah,
Chelsea,
it could have been a big interchange there.
Absolutely.
Badger's brother played, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that
that's
was
it. There's a few.
Yeah, it was
Absolute
Badger.
few.
Yeah, I thought so.
There's probably a few more, actually.
Yeah, and we had the McPhersons on tonight.
Yeah, it was good to see them. It was great.
Nicole's going to give me a whack over the ear if I don't mention this. So the Good for Footy raffle Thwaita.
Yep.
Please buy a ticket, $5. Get amongst it. All the money, all the profits go back to the club.
Every single cent you pay, $5 goes in the club.
Yeah,
and at this
that's
time
awesome.
when everyone's struggling, everyone needs to sort of just try and survive.
Yeah.
So buy a ticket and you can win a Toyota.
Toyota. And we'll have a chat about our past players. We want to get into that, getting that set up properly, the past players. We can get any other guys want to commit to getting that organised and jumping on a group that we can
Absolutely.
get that set up.
Absolutely.
Before we wrap up, next week we're going to try Go Green. We're thinking about doing an Irish show.
We are. I've rang a friend of mine and I'll mention she's probably not listening. The Murphys.
Yep.
Funny enough.
Oh, yeah, the Murphys.
Funny enough,
Yep.
And they're going to give me some hats, flags, and some Patrick's Day stuff. So what we'll do next week is have a tribute to the great man.
The great man, the Irish.
And we'll encourage everyone to ring in or give us some stories or text us some stories about the great man. And we'll have Candle, who's a good mate
We'll
of
try to
his.
get Candle on,
We'll
on the
speak to
show. It'd be
Bisho,
great.
who obviously I told you last
knows
week,
Irish.
the other week, he knows him very well. And if anyone's got a few stories about the great man, let them know. So we won't make it too more. We'll be very respectful, but
Send them in.
send them in because
this is a great challenge. Can anyone think of a redhead best 22 at the Heights?
Gee whiz.
Mel Sargent.
Whoa.
Mel Sargent comes to the hand.
What's
Irish.
Bess. You got Timmy Bess.
Timmy Bess.
Timmy Bess.
Hey, my son Luke played in the
Luke,
Japanese
there you go.
game.
There's
He's
another
gotta
one.
keep it going.
There's
He's got
another
a
one.
currency.
Yeah.
Redheads.
Can we think of a 22, a ranger, a ranger 22?
That'd be good.
That's a hard one.
Yeah,
That's not too.
Ginger, didn't you? In your bed?
Die in the pews, but anyway, don't need to get personal.
Dudes.
Are we off? Or are we on? Oh, shit,
still
sorry. Sorry, I thought we turned the mics off.
Anyway, thanks again, the Wolf Cat. How did you get the Wolf Cat?
How'd you get that?
I think that idiot that's doing the camera up there. Mate, if I haven't got 1,000 nicknames...
Yeah, I know,
I'll go
exactly.
with it. But, no, I think the Wolf Cat was the great man up there, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
Freddie Forbes.
Freddie Forbes might have given it to you.
used to give me a few.
Yeah.
You were a Beasley as
The
well.
Beasley, yeah, the old Beasley Reserve. I don't know, mate. They
There's
just
a-
keep coming.
Boy McKay, of course, was a
Oh,
redhead.
Bluey, yeah.
There's
for
another
sure.
one. So
Who else?
any
There
other
must
ones
be
you
a
can
few.
think
we
of?
could get a few up there.
Yeah, a rang. Can
we
we
should
think
get
of
the back
a
one.
ranger 22? Yeah, it'd be a good
Tough
one.
gig, bare bum.
Yeah, it is.
Come on.
Yeah, busy. Dave Baker. There you go. There's
Dave
another
Baker.
one. Dave, the
Well, there
great
you go.
Bakes.
Who put that in? Was that
That's
Bears?
Mark Blake.
Oh,
He's
nice.
listening tonight. Yeah,
Good
big
work.
Dave Baker. What a great player he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's a gun.
Unfortunately, he's passed too.
Yeah, he
but,
has
yeah,
indeed.
he's a good man.
Yeah, he was.
That us?
That's it. Wrap it up, boys.
I've got
Till
nothing else
next
to say. I just want
week.
to say thanks to TD Illustrations and Alyssa for making...
Yeah.
It's very warm too. It's a bit hot.
Yeah, it is hot tonight.
Who else? Buzz for dropping me off some props. And
And
about
don't
another
forget,
Who will
1,000.
be the sponsor next week, Toddy? You're going to put someone in?
BJS
Oh,
Insurance.
someone's
I
gonna
think
do
he's
it.
in.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're in.
good on
They're
you,
in.
mate.
He's in.
Well done.
It's locked in.
one on simple.
Yeah, good on you.
And don't forget, you can buy tickets for the Festival Hall concert
Yep.
tomorrow
That's
night.
true.
It's really great concerts.
Yep.
Someone called the Badloves.
Badloves.
And,
Saturday night is INXSIVE.
oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
it. Do yourself a favour.
Do yourself
So what's it? 10 people?
10 people, $1.32.
10 people, 10 people.
$1.32. You can have
That's
10
right.
people at your house, $1.32.
That's right.
Go to
Like
Dan
you said.
Murphy's, buy a box of beer.
You know what? I just might just pay the whole thing myself so I don't have to hang out with
$13.
people. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Lash out, Toddy. Fucking
Mate,
hell.
don't worry.
Is your last name Fanning or something?
No, I'm going to hit him up for $13. Sybil, can you lend me 13? It's $13.20 actually.
Put that onto the till sign.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Sybil will be coming down to your house.
Yeah, there you go. Codge is going to walk up to your house to watch his own concert. There you go.
Righto,
So
guys.
he can save on $13.22. All right. Thanks for having us.
Good to be